What is going on, guys? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to share with you guys a couple quick tips that hopefully will help you to get that Dark Matter Camo a little bit quicker. For those of you that don't know, I actually got the Dark Matter Camo the first couple weeks the game came out, and today I wanted to share with you guys what I used to help me get that Dark Matter Camo as fast as I possibly could. So hopefully this video will help you out a little bit. So the first tip is actually to play hardcore over core unless you're trying to do the snipers. Now, for those of you that don't know, the first challenge for almost every weapon is to get 100 headshots. And hardcore is so much easier to be able to get headshots because in core, you're going to spend a lot of time aiming at people's heads. Now, when you're aiming at people's heads, you're not going to kill them as often as you would if you were just aiming to kill them. Because think about it, you know, their head's just such a small target, and you're aiming at their head, you're going to miss some bullets, and they're aiming right at your chest, so they're probably not going to miss that many. So hardcore just makes it easy because, you know, you get that first shot off and they're basically dead. So if you aim for the head to start out with, then it's a much easier time trying to get those headshots. Obviously, snipers are an exception because snipers, you only need the one-shot kills, and you might as well just do it in core because you don't really get a lot of hit markers, and especially when it comes to hardcore, it gets really annoying because you do die a lot faster and it's a lot harder to get those sniper kills in a hardcore mode. The core really tends to help a lot when taking shots so you can get your sniper shot off. But anyways, the next tip is if you want to play core, if you are just your heart has told you that I'm only playing core, I don't care what this guy says, then the best mode for you to play is probably Chaos Mosh Pit, just because you get nuked down a lot. And it's a lot easier to get headshots. There's just so much more activity going on, so many more people. So Chaos Mosh Pit's probably the best way to go if you absolutely refuse to play hardcore. Next thing I want to share with you guys is to go for multiple challenges at the same time. Now, obviously, the headshots and the one-shot kills, you can only do it like at the very beginning. You can't be working on the other challenges because you have to finish getting the headshots and the one-shot kills to be able to unlock the other challenges. When it comes to other challenges like getting long shots and getting bloodthirsties and getting kills without attachments and with attachments, try to do a lot of those at the same time. For example, like if you're trying to go for long shots, put on 5 attachments at the same time so that those kills that you get while going for the long shots are going to count towards this other challenge. And I know that sounds very simple, stupid, but a lot of times people get all caught up in the challenges and they're focused on getting this one challenge done, when you could work on like 3 different challenges at one time, like long shots, bloodthirsties, and kills with no attachments or 5 attachments. You can knock 3 of them out at the same time, and it just makes it a lot easier. Which kind of leads me on to my next thing, which is to make multiple classes. This is one thing that I really screwed up on for a long time, is I would only run one class with that setup. So like, say for example, I needed 50 kills without any attachments on my gun, and I was only like 7 kills away. I would start that game and I would get those 7 kills, and then I would be stuck having to wait for the game to end so I could change my class for the next challenge that I was going to go for. The best thing to do is to create like 3 or 4 classes, each individually created for a different challenge. That way, in case you finish one in the middle of a game and you're not really expecting it, you can switch over, or if you just get really pissed off at one challenge, you just want to work on another one for a little bit, you can do that as well. And that really helps a lot when trying to get these done as fast as possible. The last tip that I want to show you guys is long shots. Long shots are incredibly hard to get in core unless you're using a sniper. And obviously I would recommend hardcore for this as well, but there's 2 maps that I really want to recommend you guys to play to actually get those 10 long shots. So that is Fringe and Infection. On Fringe, the barn and the White House are literally the easiest places to get long shots probably on this entire game. If not, the reason I recommend Infection as well is because the church and then the spawn house are basically the same exact thing. And these are the two best maps to actually achieve these long shots. So hopefully some of these tips will help you guys out a little bit. I know that it really helped me out aside from just going really hard on the game. But yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.